Hey, my name's Christine Dwyer, and I am a Beachbody coach, and I'm giving a review of the 21-Day Fix, the new program that came out with Beachbody February 2014 with Autumn Calabrese. And this is, of course, a workout program, of course, but also a meal planning system, teaching you exactly how to eat, what to eat, and how much to eat by using containers. So today is our review of day 20. We were almost done, and the reason why I'm saying we're is because my husband here, and what is your name?
John Dwyer.
Oh, well, he said it first.
I did.
I'm really surprised.
Couldn't come up with a fancy one.
I thought he was going to come up with a fake jokey name or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been doing it right alongside with me. He's not doing the workouts. I'll do the workouts, but I'm not following the calendar. I do them in whatever I desire or need to for the day. But he's been using the meal planning system in the containers, more importantly, to really understand and know how much you should be eating. So we've already done a review of that. So go back and look at day 19 if you want to know how a guide's point of view is with doing the containers. Day 20, what we got to give a review of, how did we handle driving 14 hours in a car with two kids from Texas to Colorado using the 21-Day Fix? How did we get through it?
We prepared all our food. I mean, we had containers in a cooler.
Yeah, but we didn't eat them in the car.
Yeah, we did. And then we also had our shakes.
That's what I had.
That's what we had, shakes.
Because he packed the Mac Daddy big cooler in the back, in the way back, jacked full, so I couldn't go back there and open up the cooler to get any of the meat out. So
Couldn't fit it in the front seat. It was big. I couldn't fit it in the front seat.
So I couldn't eat any of the food that was on the plan, and we left at 5 in the morning. So I had a shake when we first left, and that was going to be an added because we were going to be up for so much longer. And so then when I was stuck in the front seat with no food, I had to have shakes all day. So I had shakes all day. I had like 3 shakes, and then I was able to get the green beans out. So I was able to do green beans until we got here, and then was able to prepare our dinner, which was normal chicken and vegetables for dinner. So, and you ate shakes.
I had shakes. Yeah.
You didn't have any meat, though.
Oh, didn't we stop and have...
No meat.
I thought we did.
No, the kids got meat, but we
I was
didn't.
delirious. It was a 13-hour ride, so I was delirious by the time we got home. So
Got home, right.
got here.
So, all right, so that's how our trip went. So we couldn't eat exactly as planned. We pretty much just had to get by with Shakeology for that because of the trip. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to talk to John about why he's getting involved in doing these programs. Why does he do them all? I'm a Beachbody coach, and I've been a coach since May of 2008, and I pretty much like to go through all of the products and be able to really have a good example and feel of them all, as well as a testimony to be able to help my coaches and customers to be able to really be successful in it. So, are you a Beachbody coach?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Combined 3-star.
Yes, because he already said that in another video. So, so give us a quick little background of why or how this all got started when I first got started in this little fitness job, and what you thought.
I didn't know anything when she first started. I mean, and again, she's emphasizing quick, so I'll be very quick. I mean, when she got into it, I had my full-time job, and I did my thing, and she did her thing. She woke up every morning, went into her office, did her thing. At that time, did not know what it was. I'd come home from work. She'd still be in that office, same clothes, same everything. And then it just continued. After a few years, not even a few years, I was part of the business, but not knowingly, I guess, because I had done Insanity, so I had dropped some weight during Insanity, and I had a lot of people at work and my friends and stuff like that, commenting on that, and how did you do that? And I told them what it was, and then I would refer them over to Christine to, get the business, I guess. At that time it was just, hey, these guys are interested in this. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I know I did a program, but you know what they need to do to get it. So I would do that. And I got involved just because I noticed after a while it was a business. It was something serious. I ended up starting to see paychecks coming in.
Because he didn't.
So I didn't. No, we had separate accounts at that time. So
I didn't trust him. No,
yeah, she didn't trust me. You married me, but she wasn't sure.
We had 3 bank accounts. I had mine. He had his, and we had a joint one that paid all the bills. So when I would make all the money doing this business, obviously, and this was 2.5 years of me being a coach.
Right.
He didn't know. I mean, he knew I was successful because, I was successful in the other fitness job and being a presenter. So it's like, okay, Christine's successful in a fitness job again.
And I wasn't going to the summits or the very first Success Club trip that she went to in Mexico. I didn't end up going for some time.
Took my sister.
She took her sister. So I hadn't been involved. Even when she became 15-star, I knew that was a big deal, but I still didn't know what that was until we went to her the first Superstar weekend. and then it kind of hit me. I was kind of, oh, okay, this is kind of a big deal, and it kind of took me back being, I was like, wow, it kind of hit me hard because I didn't realize it, and I was like, where the hell have I been? Why didn't I notice this? Why does everybody think she's a big deal? And I think she's a big deal, but not in that way, not in that same sense. So I got involved in the business because it got big, and it needed to be run like a business. I mean, she was very great at going out and doing the business, closing the deals, but on the back end...
Don't say closing deals, because it's not bad.
And in the back end, it needed to be managed, and that's kind of how that's my background in starting businesses, running businesses, and from there. So that's kind of how I got involved from that point on. But going back to her reason of why I'm involved with doing these programs is we're a team. I mean, and I need to be able to explain why these programs or what these programs are and what the benefits of them all are and what are the complications or some of the harder parts for people that are interested in these things as well. I don't want to be that guy or that husband's like, just talk to Christine. Because we're a team, I think that it is something that the spouse or partner needs to know, both in that supportive aspect, but again, you're part of a team. It's your business. So that's the reason why I do them.
So where it came into play was John, and when he finally realized that this was a real business, and this was September of 2010, we talked about, okay, well, maybe he'll quit his full-time job, which was being a CIO of a non-for-profit organization and vice president of the organization. That was like an IT job's dream job, and he had it. And so we decided, he'd move into kind of helping me because, I'm a people person. I know how to socially help people. And again, it's not closing deals. I don't like that at all. It's not closing deals. It's helping people. And if they make that decision, great. If they don't, oh well, then, I'll see you probably in a couple of weeks when you decide, okay, it is right.
It's terminology.
Right. Terminology. So anyway, so he decided to come in and help, but we didn't know really, when that time frame was going to be. It really was tax time, April of 2011, when we were paying our taxes and we were seeing how much we were going to have to pay. And he said, okay, we need to really invest into, getting this whole thing with a financial planner, to invest our money, to really know all the ins and outs of this, because this is your own corporation. This is our own business and corporation. This is not a hobby job for us. This is our full-time job. He ended up quitting his dream job of being a CIO and vice president to do this with me. Transition, it was real hard. Having this dude at home every freaking day, riding my butt to be like, you still in your office? Like, because he doesn't know what happens.
Well, you don't know what happens. I mean, and that is the thing, is you don't know when as a spouse of how you're getting in, but you want to help and you have a lot of questions, and it is distracting from the primary business person because they're running their business. They're still trying to move forward, and it's a fast pace, and to slow down to be able to bring you through is hard. But through that struggle, I mean, that's where we've kind of gotten, and we've more than paid for my position in the business by those duties. I mean, when we said, hey, we're going to make it into a real business, I mean, we were incorporated, but we weren't doing the taxes and the planning that we should have been doing at that time. But by being able to do that and me running with that, the return on investment ROI that people may talk about, we've exponentially saved on what we lost when I lost my job. Or not lost a job, but quit my job.
Okay, so to wrap up this video, because I don't want this video to be so long, and it already is long, but hopefully this is going to help some of you guys who are trying to figure out how do you actually work as a team with your spouse to be able to bring this in. And this might give you some ideas, at least, to get started in that thought process. So to give them kind of some direction. So when John first came on board, and like he said, he had all these questions, and he was annoying the heck right out of me, asking all these questions, and we would get in fights and stuff about trying to figure out how we're best going to work together. The challenge is that we're both, very strong personalities. We both drive hard. But the challenge is I just need to get things done, and he's trying to figure out where's his place. Okay, so to wrap this up, what we want to do is basically just say, realistically, you just got to find out what your best skills are. So with the husbands, just try not to force them into a certain position and role when that may not be their forte. So realistically, what is like your final bit of advice that you would suggest to give?
Well, I think for us, the big key, and again, we did do this at the beginning, and it did cause some strife, is create separation. Is what I mean by that is have your business time. You're working as a team, you're a business now, but have your business time and then have your personal time. Have that time away from business. Maintain that personal relationship. Because if it becomes all about business, I think you lose each other and you lose that personal aspect of it. And remember, you're a team in this and you're stronger together, but that's why you got together to begin with before the business, because how strong you were together. Keep that strength, maximize it, take advantage of it in the business, but maintain that personal side of it as well. Whether that is scheduling business hours, and again, they don't always have to be 8 to 5, they can be whenever, but make sure that you say, hey, we're scheduling this time that's a date night or something away from that business. Yeah, you will talk about business, that's okay, but don't make it everything about that business. Remember, you have yourselves, you're together, there's a reason you're together, you have kids, make sure that that stays kind of separate.
Well, and that's where it's come now to a point where, we're able to have this life where we have the freedom of time. We don't need to ask for time off, that we can give our kids, experiences like this, coming up snowboarding to Colorado
Right.
just in the middle of a week. We don't have to worry about that. And that is because we really designed this to be this way, and it wouldn't be possible, obviously, if he still had to go to his full-time job.
Right.
So me, as a person that has a strong will, I needed to let go and delegate and trust that what he was doing was going to be good, and he had to be eager to want to be more involved and, of course, find out where he could excel. But I protect my weekend times to make sure that that is time where I'm giving my family. I don't formally work. If I do work, it's because I can. But I don't schedule calls or anything like that because I tend to forget, and I don't want to disappoint the person I'm scheduling the call with, most importantly. So those are some things to think about. Hopefully this helped you. Again, this was totally not relative to the 21-day fix, but this may have given you some ideas, especially if you are looking at this as a business and looking at the potential of this as a business, as well as those of you who may already be in this and seeing where you can grow and really create this life that you really are dreaming about. And it only can get better. I mean, at this point where we're at now, I mean, we're really it's getting better every time. So thanks so much for following, and I'll share with you the final stages of how we finish the 21-day fix. Make sure you go to facebook.com/Coach Dwyer. Check it out. Bye-bye.